Hi, so I usually don't make videos like this. In fact, I've never made a video like this. Mainly because when I do make videos, it's always about business because, well, that's what I do. And they're always very much apolitical because my company and I work with governments. And usually my own political opinion, my own political views don't matter when it comes to business. Because such is the nature of business itself. But this is something I feel like I should talk about because, as many of you who are watching this, I'm guessing everybody who's watching this knows that Charlie Kirk was murdered yesterday. And what is, very strange about it, obviously, my condolences to his family, from my family to his. It is a tremendous loss, and as somebody who has experienced death in the family, and even this kind of death in the family, it is not something you wish on anyone. Now, that being said, it does seem that uh, where I live in the USA, one side of the political aisle consistently pushes for this kind of violence against pretty much anyone they disagree with. And as somebody who grew up in what used to be the Soviet Union, I still have memories and I still know my history pretty well. And I still know the kind of atrocities that can happen when people kill each other over speech. And what happens usually is that pendulum that swings in one direction turns into what I like to call a rubber band effect, and then it snaps back into the opposite direction. And I do feel like perhaps now what has happened here, because of the nature of the assassination, the guy was not a politician. He was just a young guy. I mean, he's 31, it's young, who embodied the American dream, I would think, even more than Trump did. And, I like them both. I spoke at Trump's inauguration. But when Trump got almost assassinated last year, um, you know, that was pretty crazy. Very shocking, but at least nothing happened to the guy. And I think even if it had happened, not only would we have a different country, but I think the sentiment would have been different because Trump is obviously much older. So any loss of life is tragic, but it's I think worse when it's a 30-year-old getting killed versus somebody who's 70. Somebody who had a full life to live versus somebody who didn't. Somebody who had adult children and grandchildren versus somebody who has little kids. And I do think actually Charlie represented the American dream more so than Trump did, or Trump does, um, because Trump is a billionaire, and there's only what 4,000 billionaires in the whole world. Most people in America or anywhere in the world, they don't dream of being a billionaire, but they do dream of being healthy, wealthy, wise, and well respected. And whatever you believe, Charlie Kirk was definitely well respected. I mean, he is being eulogized by the president of America. So that's a lot of respect, and every man in the world wants that, and certainly every young man. And because he spoke to these kids on college campuses, I think his death is going to really change things around. I think a lot of people are going to wake up or have woken up to the kind of insanity that we've been living in. And, I don't know what's going to happen, obviously, but if history is, teaches us anything, that pendulum does swing back, and sometimes it swings back very fast and very hard. So whoever did this, if they think that they did the right thing, they didn't. And what comes next? The people on the opposite side who were for literally a decade, since Hillary Clinton was calling us deplorables and undesirables and all that stuff. Anybody who voted for Trump was a Nazi. Well, I guess we have a country full of Nazis then, because there's, I'd say, at least 100 million people in America that are now pro Charlie Kirk. So, yeah, we're gonna have a crazy force turning this coming decade. So, anyway, that's my 2 cents, and I guess we'll see what happens. Hopefully, the left can tone down the rhetoric in America, because it's not helping them at all. And it's only going to alienate more people, and it's going to end very badly for a lot of people if they don't, because it always has. And we can see this in other countries already happening right now. I mean, just this week, I think like 3 different governments collapsed. France being one of them. France is not usually considered a tiny little nobody cares about country, but yeah, they're basically on the brink of a civil war right now, which is insane. And I don't think any of us would have thought we'd live through this, but yet here we are. And Nepal, I mean, goddamn, they burned down their Capitol building, the Parliament building. They stripped, I think, the Minister of Finance and walked him through a river. So anyway, crazy times, and hopefully my next time I do a video will be more cheerful and not talking about somebody who really embodied the American dream as being our new martyr. Anyway, I'm out.